talk.
All right, Tint Talk here. Make sure you like and subscribe. So today we got this good old 2015 Civic, and this isn't a speed run video at all. So we're just gonna take it easy, take it smooth, and we're just gonna tint today. You know, I'm not running behind. The customer gave me infinite time. You know, I don't have anything else planned on the schedule. Well, at least not for a while out today. So yeah, we can take it easy today. So these playoffs, right? Let me start off with this really quick, because I know when I start talking NBA, everybody's like, hey, yeah, they have their disagreements with me, but it's fine, whatever. Okay, so just hear me out on this one. I think that, you know, LeBron is pretty much done in the NBA. He's probably got, what, a good 3 more years max. He's probably just waiting for his son to get in, because he said whatever team takes me, they get my son. And after that, who are we looking at as the face of the NBA? If you really got to think about it. You got Zion. Okay, you could say Zion, but I don't think Zion's going to be a contender because Zion can't stay healthy. You got Wembanyama. Now, he's a contender, but in my opinion, the only problem with Wembanyama is that a lot of those tall, lanky guys get injured the same way. So I don't think they'll move it to him. I know who they'll move it to for sure if this happens. And you guys can rewind this tape, and, you know, I'll re-upload it every time just to throw it in everybody's face. But I'm telling you, if Anthony Edwards this year, I don't know why there's glue on this, can get through the Nuggets and they can actually win a ring, I don't think it'll happen. But I'm saying if it does happen, if Anthony Edwards gets a ring this year, he will instantly be the face of the league. That will be the new LeBron. The NBA will push it. He will be the face of the league. So if they get a ring this year, man, that'll be big. He'll do what Kevin Garnett can never do on the Timberwolves, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, that's just how I feel about that. Who do I think will win it this year? Probably Nuggets. Most likely the Nuggets, but you know, you never know. I hope the Nuggets don't win. I'm actually rooting for Anthony Edwards because I think that would be good for the league, for them to finally start working on someone else. So we'll see what happens with that. Then there's a lot going on right now in the world, you know, besides basketball, of course. Oh man, there's just things going on in every direction you look. There's things going on overseas, there's things going on with currencies, and there's a lot going on right now. Economic stuff. You even got a lot going on with music right now. You know, it's kind of cool that at least with the music scene, everybody's going at each other's heads. You kind of get a break from politics for a minute. So I always appreciate that. Because, like, literally, we were just sitting in politics, and, you know, they're, yeah, Donald Trump's going to jail, Trump is going to jail. You know, that's what we've been dealing with in the news for the last, you know, couple years. But at least right now, I mean, I don't know if you've into the hip hop scene, but if you are, you got Kendrick and Drake beefing it out. I kind of think they're tied up. I think they're good artists, though. I can't really decide on whose diss tracks are better. I think they're all good. So I had a little conversation with my buddy the other day. You know, he was like, well, and I'm just random talking, I'm just passing time. So he was like, well, you know, if you go to a bar and you buy a girl a drink, it's not a big problem or whatever like that. And you know me, I'm like, well, I could see how that wouldn't be a big problem, but it's just not something I do. I don't just sit across the bar and, you know, hey, bartender, this one's on her. I don't do that. Only because I just feel like we're in a different time now, man. If I was in like the early 2000s, anything, honestly, I'm gonna say anything. Yeah, I'll say early 2000s and under. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with buying a chick a drink at a bar, something like that. I don't think it would be a problem at all. But I just kind of think that chivalry is dead at the time we're kind of in. So I think, at least for me doing it, and I'm not saying, you know, everybody should think like this, but I think, you know, for me, I couldn't justify that, because next thing you know, you get this chick a drink, you think like, all right, cool, now she should talk to me. But little do you know, this is her 6th drink of the night that she got for free, and she already dumped out 3 of them because they weren't up to her standards of, you know, alcohol or whatever. So so I don't know. I haven't had to not do a speed run in a minute, so man, I feel good about that. I did a dude's car a couple of days ago also, and he was like, what do you say? He said, I was like, dude, this is a very expensive car. It's one of those Mercedes Benz. I don't know. It was a new Mercedes Benz. That's all I know. It looked like a damn spaceship. And he was like, I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, you know, how much does this car cost? I was like, this seems like it costs like a pretty penny. He was like, well, he's like, this one costs just $100K. And I was like, good God. He was like, and, you know, this is a guy that he's very wealthy. He has a decent amount of cars, Vets, the new Vets, and like all type of stuff. Things that you have to have some type of equity as a person. You have to have a real net worth to get like tons of these cars, which he has. And you know, he was like, well, yeah, this one costs $100K, but it's not for me. I was like, oh, okay, you know, kids or whatever like that, you know, I feel it, you living the rich baller life. He was like, no, he was like, I just, you know, got it for this the chick that I'm seeing at the time. And I was like, the chick that you're seeing at the time, you know? And I was like, wow. I was like, dude, it's a different road out there, man. Not to say he was doing the wrong thing, but I'd have to have a ton of money to wear $100,000 as a gift for somebody to just drive around in just to date me. Would just feel like water to me, but I don't think I could get to those type of points. Not to say I'm unchivalrous, but man, it's a different road out here now, man. A lot of these dudes are spending a lot of money. I'm not gonna, you know, go against it and say they're doing the wrong thing, but Jesus. Yeah, so this is a 15. Sometimes you get like a mid-year car, like a 15, a car, 10-year-old car, and it has, the windows are just in pristine condition. This one is a little iffy. I'm getting, not only am I getting glue, I'm getting like smoke buildup. I'm getting a lot of smoke buildup, so you got to be really careful with that. That's the, most of the time, that's the only time I'll use a towel on the windows, if I'm getting a lot of smoke buildup, because once you're only razoring and you miss some of that smoke on there and you think you squeezed it off, now you got fade marks in your tint that are never coming out because they're locked in. People are like, why is the window smoky? And you're like, dang. Here, I'll pull it off for you. Gotta redo it. So, yeah, this one has, it's not a lot of glue, but the combination of the conditions of the window, you know, kind of make it iffy. On these back windows, I don't think I've ever talked about on videos, like back windows that when they got play in them, I always slide them to like to my right side. So I'm always going to be sliding these to my right if I'm on driver's side, and then if I'm on passenger side, I'm going to slide them to the left. So only because when they roll up, they go towards the front of the car. So they get locked in towards the front of the car. So it gives you an accurate estimation of where the window should be. Now there are very rare instances where if you slide it to the back end of the car, you know, or the window will roll up and slide to the back end of the car. But those are like very specific cars, and when that happens, it kind of sucks too. But I don't know, it's a little trick I do. It's a trick that you definitely have to do on not all cars, but Challengers. You have to know that trick, man. I promise you, it'll help you out a lot, so that way you won't get any light gaps, especially if the window's kind of cut kind of thin. So this window here, it's, you know, it's not a really big pattern. See, and it stayed in place. The window didn't shift on me. Ooh, that was cheeky. My soap is diluting. I wouldn't say diluting, but all the soap dropped to the bottom and I sprayed all my soap out. I hate when that happens. So I always open these seals up whenever I'm cleaning a window. You know, especially like this one is really gunky, so I always come back and hit it with the towel and make sure I go up the sills and down the sills. know sometimes on these Hondas, man, these are just the cars that have infinite dirt in the seals, man. So I try to clean those extremely well. Because, man, I promise you, you do all the cleaning in the world, and sometimes you're just like, what the hell? So I'm gonna spray up, and then I'm gonna come back and try it again, because that, just by spraying up, all that contamination is gonna start dripping down in a second. So yeah. So I made one of these back in the day, but I lost it, and I made another one. It's off of like a cheap Squeegee tint, or yeah, it's a cheap handheld Squeegee off like one of the kits, and then you chop it up, and yeah. So solved my Squeegee problem, my mini Squeegee problem. Almost got mixed up. Oh man, it's locked. Okay, cool. This is a really dry port, drier than I would like, but so I'm gonna have to slide this bottom piece until it gets maxed out. Then I'm gonna pop it in. Ooh, hold on, I gotta stand up and look at this. Oh, it's popped in. It felt very scary. Boom. So that's how that goes. Now if I come over here and I look, you know, I'm good. No light gaps, no contamo blamo, and it's a beautiful port. I know sometimes it's really hard to lay a good port on on older cars, or I mean it's not too older, but like 2015, anything 2010 to 2020. But you just take your time with it and you'll be cool. I gotta go grab my chair. I got the lights on. Too bad I'm not live streaming. Somebody could have told me to turn them off, but oh, you can't turn these ones off. This Honda's probably gonna die, but it'll be okay. I have jumpers and chargers. Oh man. Oh no, no. Yes, I got it. Oh, look at that. My soap is all the way nullified. It's gone. soap. I'm not, Depending on what window it is, I can do it with damn near a sliver of soap, but this is just not the car that I'm going to be playing those games on. What? Wow. This window's tiny. It'll work. But Jesus Christ. If there's a shift on this one, I am screwed. Always squeegee down. At least that's what I do. I don't like squeegeeing to the sides. I don't like creating vortexes and vacuums for dirt to pop back up from the seals, because it doesn't matter how well you clean these seals. Sometimes if you create a vacuum, there's always a big possibility of tracking dirt. So oh yeah, these ones are closed, so I'm opening these seals up. Felt that it was closed on me. Always do a little mini scrape in that top corner, because that's always the little dirty spot. I come back with the towel. Other people might just spray it down, but on porch like this, I don't take any chances. Even with all the cleaning, you're still going to have a possibility of getting contaminated. Look at that. Now my soap is just... Wow, look at this. That is this. Look at all that soap. That's just pure soap. There's barely any water in that. I didn't shake my bottle. That's what happens when you don't shake it up. That's ridiculous. I just wasted my soap. Ooh, sneeze. Excuse me. Hope that's not a baby crease over there. It looks like a little baby crease right here. We're gonna see. It looks like one, pretty sure. But that's easy to handle. It's not bad at all. If it is, oh, I guess not. Illusions of grandeur. I always go over the car with interior spray after, so might look bad now, but it'll look better later. Let's see a little something I want to get out on this side. Whoop. Alright, there you go. A nice clean port, man. It's beautiful. I do have to do the visor strip and the back glass on this one, but I don't know if I'll record that because the back glass, it's really hard to get good quality while recording that on the GoPro and everything, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it for the hell of it. Trasher's light behind me and I do it on top of the car, so automatic. way too much soap. Get a couple little bubble up. Boom. We got a flawless window. I guess I got enough. I don't know. Maybe I'll get another sprayer for this back glass section. Yeah, I think so. Pop these out. Okay. Let me turn off this car also. And then I'll separate this visor strip video because there's a certain way you have to pull this visor strip off, and I don't know where my tool is at to get it off at the current moment, so I don't want to waste time trying to, you know, find it. I mean, I could chop the video up, but it depends how I do it. I always take my waist belt off when I go inside the car. I don't play around with that at all. Okay. Always scrub behind the brake light because scrubby on me, but it's okay. I'll just use this to scrub the whole back glass. I don't like to do it like this, but my scrub pad is somewhere. I know this car is smoky. So they got speakers on this car. I call those cheese graters. If you rub your knuckle across them, oh, it is painful. I'm very aware of what I'm doing right now. I'll tell you that much. Extremely aware of how I am tinting or cleaning this window. Oh, this is gonna suck. These lips are gonna block me from putting my tint inside. But I'll need a gray card because this. Oh, I do got a gray card in here. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to pop that in. Okay. I have to come back and handle that. I'm just gonna slide down. It's a really annoying problem when that happens. Right on the edge. I get so lucky. Jeezies. I'll lock this. Lock it down so it doesn't move on me. Alright, now goes the part where you gotta be a little careful. Go at this at an angle because you go straight down on it and you pull up, you're gonna have a big problem. right. Make sure you guys don't ever forget to like and subscribe.